we will witness the adventures of Mr. Folate, the natural form of vitamin B9, water soluble and naturally found in many foods. Mr. Folate, get over here! So, what does Mr. Folate do in his free time? Everybody's dying to know. Go ahead, Mr. Folate, tell them about what you do.
Well, you see, I help tissues grow and make cells work. I work with other vitamins like B12 and C to help break down and create new protein, and also to help form RBC. Do you know what an RBC is? Yeah, didn't think so. It's red blood cells. I know I'm cool.
So, where can we find you? Hello? Pay attention now. Stop playing, Mr. Folate. We need answers right now. I know what the dietary references intakes for adults are. It is recommended to take 400 micrograms of folate per day for both male and females. However, if you're pregnant, then you need to take more folate, like 600 micrograms per day, because of the whole fetus thing. And finally, if you're lactating, then you need 500 grams per day. But I would also like to know where we can find you.
Okay, let's get into where you can find me. I mean, everywhere.
Huh?
Okay, fine, you guys don't get sarcasm. You can find me in green leafy vegetables like broccoli, fresh fruits and juices, whole grains, not refined, you losers, but whole grains. You name it, I will be there.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Folate. Now you do your thing. I'll take over from here.
Bombastic side-eye.
Folate levels can be controlled by the food intake. The more folate-rich food we take, the more folate will be present in our body. And consuming food low in folate leads to a decrease in folate levels. The upper level for folate per day is 1000 micrograms, and it is highly recommended that we do not cross this limit to avoid the issue of toxicity. Let's discuss about what happens if you're deficient with Mr. Folate. If you're pregnant, your need for folate increases because Mr. Folate plays a crucial role in fetal development. If a person has had intestinal surgeries or digestive disorders, then that causes malabsorption of Mr. Folate in the system. Surgeries also tend to reduce the level of stomach acid, which in turn affects the absorption of Mr. Folate. The presence of gene MTHFR, which is a genetic variant that does not allow Mr. Folate to convert to his active form in the body. Another major reason for deficiency of Mr. Folate is the abuse of alcohol. When a person consumes too much alcohol, then the absorption of Mr. Folate is sped up and leads to a much faster excretion from the body. Now we can talk about toxicity of Mr. Folate. The one key reason for toxicity is the high dosage of supplements. Okay, so I couldn't find a way to use Mr. Folate in the adventure for the next minute, so bear with me for using slides. Mr. Folate will be taking over presenting the slides now.
Let's talk about the effects of being deficient of me, shall we? When you're deficient of me, you get something called megaloblasts, which is an abnormally large immature RBC that results because of normal RBC division interference leading to macrocytes, which leads to anemia. You can also see low levels of WBC and platelets in extreme cases of deficiency. And like I said before, the need for me increases during pregnancy. If that is not treated, then the fetus will have severe birth defects known as the neural tube defect.
What about toxicity effects?
I'm getting there. Patience. Now let's see what happens if you take too much of me. As I said, the upper limit is 1000 micrograms. If you have too much of me, then I tend to mask the effects of vitamin B12 deficiency. My bad. So, if you're vegan, watch out for toxicity of me, because, you guys have a hard time recognizing the B12 deficiency. Also, yikes guys, so sorry. I also tend to damage the brain and nervous systems if you guys don't get yourselves checked for B12 deficiency prolonged period of time.
Thank you. I got you now. Take a break, Mr. Folate. Think about what adventure we have left.
What about potential diets, maybe?
Oh my god, yes, thank you. Let's look at diets you can potentially incorporate to meet the daily value of Mr. Folate. Half a cup of boiled spinach meets the 33% of daily value. Half a cup of boiled black-eyed peas, also known as cowpeas, meets 26% of daily value. Breakfast cereals, fortified, meets 25% of the daily value. Half a cup of cooked medium-grained white rice meets 22.5% of daily value. 4 spears of boiled asparagus meets 22% of daily value. Half a cup of boiled frozen Brussels sprouts meets 21.8% of daily value. Is that? Oh my god. Yo, Mr. Folate, looks like you're the one doing all the eating here.
Ah, no, 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 no. Shh. Now you all can enjoy some clips of me being typical me.
We hope you enjoyed the adventures today and learned a lot about what it is like in Mr. Folate's life. Hold on, Mr. Folate has one last thing to say before signing off.
Eat your vegetables!